You are warmly welcome to another video tutorials. In today's video, we are going to learn how to create a YouTube channel art or a YouTube banner, which is an essential element of every content creator or a YouTube channel, because it creates a first impression for every viewer or subscriber that visits your homepage of your YouTube channel, and also it attracts viewers and also tells viewers whatever content that is being produced by your YouTube channel. Now, YouTube channel art is also known as the header image or YouTube banner, which is the large banner that goes across the top of your channel page. It is commonly used to visually communicate a channel's brand and also personality. So for your channel's brand and personality, it mostly depends on your YouTube channel art. Now, this is an example of a YouTube channel art or a YouTube banner image, and this is a simple banner I have created and designed for my YouTube channel. This is the name of the YouTube channel, and when you move above, this is the banner. And whenever a visitor or a viewer or a subscriber visits my homepage of my YouTube channel, this is the large area they are going to see first, and that is going to tell them whatever my channel is about and whatever content I'm going to produce for my community. So you can see that I have my picture here and the name of my YouTube channel, and also some content I'm going to produce in this community. And you can see that I have Microsoft Office apps, computer techniques, and creative ideas in ICT. And I have some logos or images that relate to this content I'm going to produce. We also have some images and have some subscribe button to alert viewers and also non-subscribers viewers to subscribe to this channel. So this is the channel art or the YouTube banner that describes your YouTube channel homepage. There are different applications that are used for creating channel art or YouTube banner, and I'm going to limit myself to some few examples. And the first example is photo, and this is an online version that also helps you to edit images and can also help you to create a channel art or YouTube banner. It also have the desktop version and also the mobile version, which you can easily download and install on your favorite devices. The next one is Canva, which is an online version which is mostly used by most designers, and that is also used for creating logos and editing images. You can also use this app to create your channel art or your YouTube banner. We also have Photoshop, which is also a professional software that is used by many designers for creating logos, for creating banners, for creating thumbnails for YouTube and other social media platforms, and it can also help you to create professional channel art or YouTube banner. And the last app I'm going to talk about is a close app or software, which is PowerPoint. That is part of the Microsoft Office Suite program. Software is widely used and its main purpose is for creating professional presentation, but it has advanced features that can also help you to create channel art or YouTube banner. Now, among all these softwares, the software I'm going to use in this particular video to create my YouTube banner or my channel art is Microsoft PowerPoint. So this software is very great, and I'm going to use this to create my channel art in this particular video. So without further ado, let's jump right in and see how we can use Microsoft PowerPoint to create our YouTube banner. Now, when you get to your desktop background or your Windows interface, or if you are using the Mac computer, on your interface you can use your start button to access Microsoft PowerPoint. So I'm going to click on the start button, and in this start menu I'm going to search, then you click on it. I already have PowerPoint open, which is found on my Windows taskbar, and I'm going to create a new presentation file by holding Ctrl+N on the keyboard. Now a new blank presentation file has been created, and we are going to use this interface to design our YouTube banner or our YouTube channel art. And because of power outage, I will urge you, whenever you create a new blank presentation, you have to save your file. When you move to the title bar, I have presentation 1, and I have to save this file. If in the process of creating this channel art, when there is a power outage, we can still preserve our previous editing or modification in this particular interface. So we can move to file and choose save as, because this is a new presentation. And I'm going to select the desktop, and I'm going to maintain this name and click on save. Now this PowerPoint presentation file is saved in a directory which can be accessed easily. Now the next thing that we are going to do is to make this slide area blank by right clicking on this current slide. Then in these options we are going to select layout and choose blank. Now this has been changed to a blank slide area that can help us to import and also design our element. The next thing that we are going to do that can help you to create your YouTube banner is to get the dimensions which are needed and accepted by YouTube. That can help you to easily upload this banner you are going to create. Let me introduce you to the dimensions which are needed. We have the dimension for the television, and also we have the dimension for desktop, tablet, and also mobile. So we are going to create a template for these 4 devices which can be viewed by your viewers in your community. There are some viewers that mostly watch videos on the television, and also others watch videos on the desktop or the laptop, and also tablets, and others most often watch their videos on the mobile device. So we are going to involve all these dimensions into our PowerPoint presentation file that can help us to organize and also arrange our elements to suit the YouTube community guideline that can be accepted and also can be viewed on these devices. So this is the dimension for television, and these other options for these devices. These devices are known in pixels, but when you go to PowerPoint and move to the design tab, under the design tab we have customize, and we are going to choose slide size. So you click on the drop down arrow and choose custom slide size. You are going to have this slide size dialog box that can help you to insert your width and height of your dimensions, but in this field we have the dimensions set to inches. Therefore we have to change the pixels dimensions to inches, and that can be inserted into the PowerPoint slide size dialog box. So I'm going to close this and go back to my dimensions, and we are going to use a simple platform over the internet to convert our pixels to inches. So I'll move to my web browser and click on it. You can choose any browser of your choice, and I'm going to link this web page in the description below. You can check it out and click on it, and when you get to this interface, this gives you options to change a specific dimension to another dimension. So this platform is known as the unitconverters.net. In this list we don't have pixels, but we have inches. Therefore you move or scroll down, and we have this option that says find the units to convert. So in this field I'm going to type pixels, then type inches in this particular field, and now you can see that I have these options pop up, and I'm going to click on this. Now this displays the pixels and inches dialog box that can help me to input my dimensions and convert them to another dimension. So moving back to my notepad, the television dimension is 2560 by 1440. So I'm going to type 2560, and this convert this pixels to inches, and this is what I have here, which is 26.66. So I'm going to select this, hold Ctrl+C on the keyboard to copy this into my clipboard, and I can view this by holding Windows key and the letter V. So now this is copied to the clipboard of my computer system, and I'm also going to type the next dimension, which is the height 1440, and this is what 15 inches. So I'm going to select this, Ctrl+C to copy this into my clipboard. Therefore when I open my clipboard history, I'm going to see all this in my clipboard. Now let's move back to PowerPoint, and I'm going to click on the design tab on the menu bar, choose slide size, choose customize slide size, and now we are going to insert the width and height of these dimensions. So I'm going to select this, hold the Windows key and the letter V. and I'm going to insert this to the width, then select this, and now I have my width and height inserted, and I'm going to click on the OK button. Now you don't see any effects, but this size has been changed to the television size, which is the 2550 to 1440 pixels. Therefore, when I insert something into this slide, you can see how small this is being displayed based on the size that we have here. So this has been changed to the television size. Now the next thing that we are going to do is to draw a rectangle that is going to take the size of the television. Therefore, I'm going to move to my menu bar and click on the home tab, and under the home tab we have the drawing toolbar, and I'm going to select the rectangle tool and draw this rectangle. And the next thing I'm going to do is to change the height and the width of this rectangle. So I'm going to click on this, hold my shortcut key and insert this. Now I'm going to position this to fully cover the slide area. Now the next thing that we are going to do is to change the fill color of this and also the outline. So I'll move back to the menu bar, and we have this additional tab which is shape format. Click on it and change the fill shape to no fill and the outline to black, and that is going to have an outline around this slide area. Now that the television size is set, we are moving to the desktop size or the desktop dimensions. So I'm going to select this and make a duplicate by holding Ctrl+D on the keyboard. Now I have a duplicate of this rectangle. Now let's move back to our unit converter platform, and looking at the dimensions for the desktop, we have 2560 by 423. So we move back to our unit converters, and then I'm going to insert 423. That gives me the size of these pixels to inches. So I'm going to select this, Ctrl+C. So now I am moving back to my PowerPoint interface, and let's select this rectangle, and now let's move to our size pin. We are going to maintain the width and change this to the 423 pixels, which has been copied into our clipboard. So I'm going to select this and hit the enter key on the keyboard. Now you can see that I have this in the 2560 pixels and the 423 pixels, which is the height and width. And I'm going to make sure this rectangle is being snapped to the middle of the large rectangle, which is the size of the television. So I'm going to select this, move to the shape format, and we have this align option. Click on it and choose align middle, and also click on it again, choose align center, and this is going to maintain into the center and also the middle portion of your slide area. Now that this is set, always make sure that you click on the save command to keep your editing or your modifications. So I'm going to move to my quick access toolbar and click on the save option. Now let's select this and duplicate this rectangle, Ctrl+D, and we are going back to our unit converter to check the tablet dimension. So we have 1855 by 423. So let's move back to our unit converter platform, and I'm going to type 1855, and this has been converted into inches. I'm going to select this, Ctrl+C. Now move back to PowerPoint, and now that this shape is selected, let's move back to the menu bar and click on the shape format, and we are going to the extreme part of the size area. We are going to maintain the height, which is the 423 pixels, and now let's change the width of this particular rectangle and select this new inches dimension. Then you hit the enter key. Now this also have its own height and width, and I'm going to make sure that this rectangle is also snapped to the center and also the middle of this particular rectangle. So select this, move to the shape format, click on the align tool, and I'm going to choose middle and center. Now I have the dimensions for the television, the desktop or the laptop, and also for the tablet. Now we are going to create the last template for the mobile device. So let's select this rectangle, make a duplicate by holding Ctrl+D, and now let's check the dimension for the mobile device. We have 1546 by 423. So we move back to our unit converters and select this, 1546. Then this is the inches of the 1546 pixels. So I am going to copy this into the clipboard and move back to my PowerPoint interface. Now, under the shape format, in the size area, we are going to maintain this and change this to the new size for the 1546. So I'm going to select the new inches dimension and press the enter key on the keyboard. Now we are also going to snag this to the middle of the tablet rectangle. So move to the shape format, align middle, align center. Now we have our template completely designed to create our YouTube channel art. To make this reusable anytime you want to create a banner, we are going to save this as a picture so that the next time we import it into our PowerPoint presentation with the dimensions, we can use this easily without creating this from scratch. So I'm going to select one of the rectangle, hold Ctrl plus A on the keyboard. Now all these are selected and I want to group them. I'm going to hold Ctrl plus J on the keyboard. Now that this has been grouped as one shape, I'm going to right click on it, and in these options we have save as picture, and I'm going to save it on my download folder, then maintain the file name and click on save. Now this has been saved into my download folder. Anytime I want to use this template, I can just import it into my PowerPoint presentation and use that to create my YouTube banner or channel art. Now that this has been set, let's see how we can create our YouTube banner. You can ignore all this area, which is the television. The most sensitive part of this dimensions or this template is the mobile section. So you make sure that the most important or the vital element should be placed in this section so that viewers can easily see your channel art or banner anytime they visit your YouTube channel homepage on all devices. So as a content creator, make sure that all your elements which are mostly needed are placed in the mobile section. What I'm going to do next is to draw a shape to cover all this area. So I'll move back to my drawing toolbar and select the rectangle tool and draw a shape to cover all this area. And I'm going to change the transparency of this shape. So I'm going to right click, go to format shape, and in this pane I'm going to select fill and change the transparency so that we can see the outline of this shape. Now that this is done, we can close this pane. Now I'm going to import or insert some pictures. So I'll move back to my menu bar and click on the insert tab, choose pictures, and I'm going to insert the picture from my device. And I'm going to select desktop. So you choose a location where all your elements are being saved. I'm going to select this picture and click on OK. Now I'm going to position this picture here, go to the picture format, and I'm going to rotate this object. So I'm going to choose flip horizontal, place this picture here, and this picture is very large, so I'm going to reduce the size of this picture by clicking on any of these transform tabs of this picture and drag it. And I want to have this picture being viewed on my desktop, so this picture will be placed here. Now when you look at this picture, there's a portion that has overlapped this dimension, so I'm going to crop this. So select this picture, move to the menu bar and click on the picture format and choose the crop tool, and this gives you an option to crop or eliminate some part of your picture. So I'm going to click and drag it up, and now I have this done, and this picture is snagged to this dimension. Now I'm going to place this mobile device here and rotate it and minimize the size. And that assumes that this person is viewing some options or some element on the mobile device. So this portion has been designed, and I'm moving back to this area. So I'm going to input the name of my YouTube channel, and I'm going to place this here. Select this text, move to the formatting tools, which is the font group, change the font type to your font that you desire, and I'm going to use the Acrobat font, and I'm going to change the size very large, and I'm going to place this a little below this dimension. We are going to change the font color later when we apply some gradient to this shape. The next thing I'm going to do is to bring some logo that represents my YouTube channel. So I'll move back to the Insert tab, Pictures, and I'm going to select my logo and click on OK. And I'm going to place this logo right here. So you can see how easily it is when you have a template that can guide you to create your YouTube channel art. So I have my logo inserted and also the name of the YouTube channel. Now the next thing that I'm going to do is to write some description, that is a short brief description about this channel. So I'm going to select this text box, Ctrl+D, and I'm going to type some short description about this channel. So let's assume that this is a short description we want to have for this particular YouTube channel, and I have this text here, and I'm going to reduce the size by selecting it. So now I have my logo, the name of the YouTube channel, and some description about this channel. I want to add some elements to this section which can also be displayed on the desktop view or the tablet view. So I'll move back to my Insert tab, Pictures, this device, and I'm going to select this image, and I want to place this image right here. So anytime a viewer access my home page of my YouTube channel, they are going to see all these elements. I want to add some pictures that will also be placed beneath the description of this banner. So I have inserted two images into my PowerPoint presentation, and I'm going to place this here. This image will fully cover the slide area, which is going to be appeared on the television mode. I'm going to reduce the size of this image, and I hope you are getting the clue on how to position your important elements within the template you have for creating your YouTube banner. So I have the logo here, I have this image which shows of a person that is being sat in front of a computer and manipulating the keyboard. So I'm going to import some 2-3 logos that represent some softwares which are used for coding. I have inserted some images which I want to place them on my YouTube channel art. So I'm going to reduce the size. So I'm going to write the names of these logos. I'm going to select this text box. So now I have my logos which represent some programming softwares that are Visual Studio, Command Prompt, and Python, and I have all these essential elements placed within the mobile area which can be accessible on all different devices we are familiar with. I'm going to place this image, and I'm going to right click and send this to back and change the transparency of this image by right clicking, go to format picture, go to the picture option, select picture transparency, and I'm going to drag this. And now that we have this set, let's move back to our shape. I'm going to click on this shape. If you're having difficulties in selecting this shape, move to the home tab, and in the editing group we have select command. Click on it and choose selection pin, and this pin is going to display all images or pictures or objects in your slide area. And now you can see that this shape is selected. So when you click on it, it's going to select your shape. Any element that you select in this pin will be selected in this area. So I'm going to select this shape, and now that this shape is selected, let's move back right click and go to format shape, and I'm going to bring the transparency to 0. Now that we have this set, let's change the color of this shape by applying some gradient. So I'm going to select this option, and I'm going to use 3 stocks. So I'm going to delete this one, place this in the middle of this section, and I'm going to select this, change the font color to black, then select this, change it to this color. I'm going to select the last one and change this to black. And you have the option to change the type of this particular gradient. Now this is set to linear. You can change to radial, you can change to rectangular, you can also change this to path, and depending on your preference you can choose any of this. And I'm going to maintain this to the path type. And now let's move to the slide area and change the font color of this text. So I'm going to close this window, and I'm going to select this text, change the color to white, so now I have done all the necessary changes. So you can see that now this template is not appearing on this shape. So we can even increase the size of this image, and I think this is very cool for me. Now the next thing is that we are going to delete the template that we use for this design. When we export this as an image, this template is going to appear on it. So we are going to eliminate the template. Let's move back to our home tab and choose the selection pin, and I'm going to select this group. So now this group is selected. You press the delete key on the keyboard. So if I hide all these options, you can see that we don't have the template available. So let's click back and have our elements shown. So this is our design for our YouTube channel. That is the Learn Programming Skills, and this is a simple channel art that can be placed on your YouTube channel homepage, which can be accessible and viewed by your viewers and subscribers. So now that we have this done, how can we save this as an image? Let's close this pane, go to File and choose Save As, and choose a location where you want to save this particular image. Click on Browse, and I'm going to select desktop and change the file name. And the most important thing you have to note in this Save As dialog box is to change the Save As type to PNG, and this gives you an option to save all slides or just this one. And I'm going to choose the second option, which is just this one. And now I have my image saved on my desktop. When I minimize this window and move back to my desktop, I'm going to see this image saved here, and when I double click, this is the design for my YouTube banner, and you can upload this image onto your YouTube channel and will be viewable to your viewers and subscribers.